Go ahead, put it on real tight. Hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. You're around the shoots, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas.
Hello, it's Texas on Tap with Miss Helen along with producer Kyle, and we're going to do this thing, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I don't have my coin to flip. I'm going to go first. Because it's just, I think Kyle, you're just
jumping
having one of those
right
days.
into it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those days for me.
Okay, so ran across a song. This was actually was the most added song on Texas Country Music Chart. Also, it's really did some good gaining on the Texas Regional Radio Report, and it's a new song from Cannon Brand. The name of the song is Come and Take It, as in barroom style. Of course, he has the logo like the Texas Come and Take It, the Cannon on there, but he's actually a Willis boy. He has an album coming out late 2022, but I found this interesting when I started doing some research on the single and research on him. But not only does he sing and songwrite, but his he plays bass, drums, and the guitar, which he all played those on his first EP.
Oh, wow.
But I like the song. It's kind of like one of those, Come and Take It's a great song for it, because he's already had too much heartache. And it's kind of, and I like the end of the song, it's guess I'm off to a real bad start. And because they're, staring and giving the look and kind of trying to make the moves. And then Jon Hope has an awesome new single out. Fort Worth Calling is the name of the song. And basically the hook on it is Fort Worth, Calling, Dallas, and Tennessee. And the backstory on this particular single is he was sitting at the table with his mom in the kitchen, and they have a real close family friend named Dallas who was moving to Tennessee, and mom made the comment, well, Fort Worth, Calling, Dallas, and Tennessee. But he took the song, put a twist on it. So he turned it into one of those where it's a guy girl thing. It's a great ballad, great music. I really enjoyed it. It's just, you got to take a listen to it and sit and listen. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
like, it kind of reminded me of the first time I heard Blake Shelton's Austin a little bit, but I love the whole twist that he put on it. And so now we're going to open the tap room door for a brand new single that's been released from Drew Cooper. The name of the song is Madeline. That's a nice swinging, swaying song. That's what I call it. Drew Cooper, Madeline. That's his brand new single out to radio. I loved how they had in the background vocals just kind of subliminal in there. And then the instrumentation was so good with the mandolin and the dobro and the fiddle. And on this particular song, I went kind of Kyle on this one because it was all the music. It's like, the lyrics are great, but this song stole my heart with his voice, number one, and just the sound of the song. And like I said, a swing and swaying kind of song. So those are my picks for this week. And you have some good ones.
I do have some good ones. Before we jump into those real quick, I just wanted to mention something kind of funny about that Drew Cooper song. It comes in real upbeat, it's a super happy song. And I don't even know if a lot of people, most people should know what ska music is, but the tempo and the feel of the song, I felt like it almost could have gotten away with having some like trumpet or like horns in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously that's very untraditional for country music, but I feel like they could have done it and it would have been just taking it another level. Okay, well, so I guess while we got the tap room open, let's jump in. I had to pick this one this week. I've been seeing his name a bit, but this was the first time I got the chance to listen to the song, and it reminds me of so many of the staples in my musical, coming up. And so I'm going to open up the tap room and play the new song Daydream by Cam Allen. It's a new one from Cam Allen. Like I said, there's just so many elements, whether it's the vocals or the guitar playing or all these different things that remind me of a lot of the same influences I drew from. Like his voice is, almost like Stapleton-ish. It's got that like R&B soulful thing. And then the guitar playing is like John Mayer style. It's got a really cool like driving drum beat, like the hi-hat. I just felt like I was like in the middle of those two cymbals, just a really, really pretty song, great voice and great tune from Cam Allen. And then the next two are some heavy hitters this week. I just had to talk about him. I think we just talked about Zach Bryan last week, but this is one that has been kind of simmering for a while. He's been playing it live a lot, and people have been really, really excited to for him to put this one out. And it's called Something in the Orange. So I just felt like I had to mention it. I love Zach, and when I keep adding to the hype, it's almost like he can do nothing wrong.
And I know, and that was a great song, but I've been seeing that song everywhere.
Right, exactly. Like I said, so he's put out a couple singles for this upcoming release, but this is the one that I think everybody's kind of been waiting on. So good stuff, and only more good stuff to come. I can't see him doing anything at this point musically that would give a negative impact on his rise. So and then the last song I want to talk about is another heavy hitter, Aaron Watson's new song, Cheap Seats.
Yes.
So he's got a new record coming out, and I'm just like fascinated with each release off this album so far. I don't know where they're recording. I know Aaron's building a studio at his house, so I don't know if they're doing it there or whatever, but they're taking some crazy risks. Like, one of the songs we talked about was like this super stripped, broken down acoustic song. And then this one's got like synth bass and just, they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So you got to check this one out. It's like a happy, fun, great lyrics song.
Yes.
Kind of traditional Aaron Watson with some wild production stuff going on.
Yeah, I noticed the production on that, but it's really a nice package with a bow on it. It's awesome.
Yep. What's going on in the charts?
So, I almost forgot. I was fixing to move right along.
Well, we jumped right in, so we definitely can't skip the charts.
No, for sure not. Because we're going to look at Texas country music chart with #1 last week and repeat this week. Ken Fo and Terry McBride with Wild Horses. Flatland stays at #2 with Getting By. Aaron Watson's at #3 with Unwanted Man. Kyle Park is 4, What You're Drinking Song. Whiskey Myers is at #5 with John Wayne. And looking at CD Extraction Texas, Aaron Watson's Unwanted Man is #1. Flatland Cavalry is at #2 with Getting By. Of course, they were #1 last week.
Yep.
Cody Johnson, Till You Can't's at 3. #4 is Whiskey Myers, John Wayne. And #5 is Cody Canada and The Departed, if you want it that much. Texas Regional Radio Report, Flatlands at #1 with Getting By. Terry McBride and Ken Fo went from #3 to #2 on this chart with Wild Horses.
They're going to take it.
Yeah, if you want it that much is at #3, Cody Canada and The Departed. And Case Harden went from 6 to 4 when you roll that way. That he's just one of my faves. And then Chad Cook Band, I Just Want You, moved up from #7 to #5 on the Texas Regional Radio Report.
Love those guys.
And I was looking at this, and already Kylie Fry and Bree Bagwell are at #7 with Girls Just Want to Have Fun that quick. And
not surprised at all.
If y'all haven't checked it out, you have to see the video. Like, I swear, if there's ever a time like I'm having a really bad day, I'm just gonna watch that video. Because it was so fun. They're so adorable. And plus they did such an awesome job on that song with their voices. Yeah. So anyway, and then, so that's what I got going on. And I know one thing I do want to mention is the Texas Country Music Awards, first round of voting nominees are coming out May 1st. So that's going to start getting rolling in front of the awards, down the road in November. But I did want to mention that for all the members to be looking out, and and then those of you that might want to plan to go to the awards, you might want to check that out. You
gotta go. So much fun. And I also saw, I think that the songwriter competition got extended by a little bit too.
Yes,
so if you guys still haven't jumped in that and you're wanting to, then you should.
So so a couple other things I want to mention is I didn't get to see it, but I thought it was so cool because the Astros and the Rangers have been playing their 4-game series. We took 3 out of the 4 games. And interestingly enough, the other night, David Adam Burns sang the national anthem. And then on the Thursday game, Curtis Grimes sang the national anthem. Isn't that cool? But man, Kyle Tucker's back. That bat's going. I couldn't believe that one game where he actually put batting gloves on. He just looked so awkward. I was like, no, don't do that. It'll be fine. So I think he ditched those gloves after that one game. For some reason, he decided to put the batting gloves on, and that didn't work out so much.
Well, Brandon Steen, who we've had on the show before, must be working real hard getting his guys on that national anthem gig. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, speaking of baseball and our Texas musicians, I don't know if you know this, and I meant to mention this weeks ago. I saw where Rich had posted it on his social media, but Rich O'Toole actually wrote the theme song for the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's called I'm Hooked. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And that's pretty cool because he's a big baseball fan anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but
huge
funny
Stros
stuff.
fan.
So
Very neat. So like I was telling you, I'm kind of having just one of those days, like blah, like I need to just sleep for 24 hours, which there's no chance I'm gonna get to do that, but it probably has something to do with what I've been doing for the last few days. I was out in New Braunfels on Tuesday night, and we got to see Corey Morrow and Ray Wiley Hubbard and the Wilder Blue play a little show. And then I've been at LJT in Stephenville for the last 24 hours with the band.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, there's your thing.
Yeah,
There's
I guess so. It's just like I didn't party too hard. Man, I'm drained and like thinking about. Actually, I kind of get a chill weekend now that I think about it, so that gives me a little energy. But I'm playing a show in my little hometown-ish kind of thing tomorrow, and then I don't really have a whole lot going on after that this weekend. So it's actually very exciting.
Oh, well, can you tell I was a little more focused today?
Oh yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because as soon as I get out of here, the boat's back. We had to take the boat to the boat mechanic. And it was so funny because, you know, safety first. There was just some things that I saw at the boat barn that I didn't want to see. It's called when you see oil leakage or grease on your boat, you know, and your boat. No, that's not good. But there was actually nothing wrong with it. So we're going to go run it. I get to go fishing. Huge. Nice. It looks like a roller coaster on the tide chart. There's like a little incoming tide right now. And then it's like going to the top and it's going to drop like a roller coaster.
Nice.
So that's why I'm like
ready to go.
I get to go check on my pets. I haven't checked on my pets in a while.
Well, yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked out last week's episode, like we, mentioned earlier, Case Harden, it was a great conversation, a whole lot of fun. And we've got another fun one.
Yes. But on the Case Harden interview, make sure you listen to the very, very end.
Oh yeah, I ended up leaving some of the little banter in there.
That was pretty funny, Kyle. Kyle left like one of our outtakes where we were talking like after post-recording the podcast. And then yes, I was just so pleased that we were able to visit with the artist that's coming up on Tuesday. He's got such good music, and you have to tune in for John Swatner.
Yeah, and he's so humble too. It was just kind of like inspiring listening to him talk and just being so, like friendly, but also like blunt about everything that's going on. And it was, I don't know, it was really grounding for me for some reason. And I hope it is for everybody else who listens.
Yes. And if, when you listen, and then if you haven't found his music, like if you know, but if you haven't found his music, then you're going to go, aha. And it's perfect timing going into summer. Especially a lot of the tunes that he has.
Right. So I don't have a little artist to spotlight this week, but I might spotlight myself next week after my song comes out to radio.
Spotlight.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Literally. Like,
oh God.
Yes.
No pun intended, but I guess that worked out nicely.
Yeah. Spotlight on the spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I guess, is that it?
That's it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, get some rest, Kyle.
I will take a little power nap right now before I get back to work.
Cheers.
Cheers. Every tongue she knew where I was from as she left, I dare to say.